Chiefs-Bills just got done. Unfortunately, the Chiefs lost the game, first loss of the season. And so a couple quick thoughts on this game and everything. I'm just so frustrated I have to talk about it. And I've been saying this the past few weeks. The defense has just not looked good. Like, they had a few good plays every once in a while, but so many missed tackles, so many blown coverages. It is ridiculous. It makes me so mad to see what's been happening the past few weeks. The defense just hasn't been good. And I think some of it has to be on the play calling from Spags, absolutely. But it also comes down to executing and tackling. And they just keep missing key tackles and just not being in the right spaces and just making crucial mistakes. They normally don't give up a whole lot of big plays and normally are great on doing a lot of stops, and today they just didn't really do that. They didn't play that great. And I've said it for the past 3 weeks, and it's coming back again. So that was incredibly frustrating for me in this game. I cannot tell you guys how many times Buffalo converted for first downs and were just able to do what they needed to do down the stretch, and the defense just didn't execute. And that was very frustrating to me. Second thing, offense didn't look that great either. I mean, Patrick had 3 passing touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He had 1 in a critical moment, and then they go and then they run it down, and then Buffalo scores 6. And then he just had 1 to effectively seal the game. The play calling, Matt Nagy has to go as offensive coordinator. I saw people saying it on Twitter, but after what I've seen these past few weeks and all these stupid trick plays that they do, and the offense it's not looking the best. Every once in a while they have good moments, but many times where they just went 3 and out, and it was very frustrating to watch on that as well. And so yeah, play calling is on that as well, and also execution. So I think that applies to the offense and defense. I mean, the new kicker, he wasn't really that much of an issue. He made both kicks that he needed to do. So, there was that. But this game was so frustrating to watch. And I said this during the game, and one of my mutuals was like, why are you saying that? You know what's going to happen anyways. Just because they typically win, it doesn't make it any less frustrating to watch. They always do this. They always have back-breaking mistakes. Juwan Taylor is always going to have a hold or a false start or something to, have that. There was a pass interference as well. So it's just stupid mistakes that they keep making and stuff. And there was something that wasn't called in Chris Jones that would have, so I will at least say that. But on the touchdown run that Buffalo had, there wasn't something called in them either. So, there was that too. And I always say this about all the NFL calls and everything. Yeah, it sucks when calls don't necessarily go your way. But at the end of the day, you have to execute. You have to get down there. You have to score touchdowns, or you have to get down there and kick field goals. And they didn't do that as much as Buffalo did. Buffalo converted way more. They had way more explosive plays, and they just played a better game. So, it is what it is. You can complain about the penalties and all this stuff, but you still have to execute regardless of that. There's always stuff that doesn't go, the team's way and everything. So that was frustrating. I'll give it on Buffalo. They played a good game. Defense looked really good as well. Josh Allen made a lot of clutch plays with his legs and everything, able to convert, made some good throws. He had an interception too, and the Chiefs went and they scored on that, so I will say that. But for the most part, they played well. So I got to tip my cat off to Buffalo. I had things that I said this season, about how their schedule was misleading. They weren't playing a whole lot of great teams. And so that kind of also gave me question marks going into tonight, even though I knew that they always play well against the Chiefs and everything. So I'll definitely say that. And yeah, at the end of the day, Buffalo just executed better and the Chiefs didn't. And so basically, I just really hope that this loss is the kick in the Chiefs' pants that is needed, because I've been saying that about the defense. I hope that Spags in the defense, I hope that they are just able to have some better play calling, have some better execution, and to stop giving up these explosive plays. Because I'm guessing it seems like other teams have maybe figured out the defense and the offense and all that stuff. So I think that that's the issue. I think that they just really need to get back to the fundamentals. And same thing with the offense. Yes, they have injuries, and that's not helping them, especially right now with the wide receiver core. And Pacheco is hopefully coming back soon, and they got a defensive injury, and that guy's hopefully coming back soon. So I think these things will help as well. But yeah, at least it was to Buffalo. I feel like a loss to Buffalo is something I can live with. Yeah, the fans are going to be really annoying and everything, but it's like a respectful team. If it would have been to where the Broncos would have been irritating and everything, and just also because it's a division. But yeah, I said this in my video. I am okay more with a loss to Buffalo than a lot of other teams in this league. So yeah, fans will be annoying, but I'd rather a loss to them than the Broncos or something like that. So that's what I can say in regards to that. And yeah, they just need to get it together. They just need to get it together. This has been the most frustrating game for me to watch all season, and they didn't have that luck in the end where they were able to pull it together and have that magic moment. They didn't have it because the whole game they didn't execute the way that they were supposed to, the way that I'm used to seeing. The Chiefs usually don't make this many mistakes, and so that's why it was really frustrating to me. Because I'm like, why do you guys keep doing all of these mistakes, having these back-breaking penalties? And yeah, defense wasn't really able to stop a whole lot. And I really don't know what happened to the defense, man. I really don't, because I was like best defense in the league. And in the last 2 weeks, I've just not been pleased with the performance. And then it all culminates to this. It all culminates to this. And so what I will also say is, there is the loss to Buffalo, and so we have that on our hands. But I mean, I still think that the Chiefs are poised to still win the AFC and get that number 1 seed. Like, yeah, it sucks, but Buffalo has 2 losses. Kansas City only has 1. And I think that Buffalo will definitely suffer at least another loss down the stretch, maybe another one. But yeah, I mean, Buffalo finally beats a good team. Buffalo finally beats a good team, because I've been saying that they haven't really beat good teams this season and everything. And so they finally do it. They're looking legit. They're looking legit. And so I can give 10s where 10s are due. If I'm going to say something and, I'm proven wrong, then, I'll say it. So I can say that. But man, this game, incredibly frustrating to watch. I just got to hope that next week they perform better and they just keep improving down the stretch. This isn't the Chiefs I know. This isn't the Chiefs I know. The execution left a lot to be desired. And yeah, that's my thoughts. Chiefs Kingdom, let me know what you guys think down below on the game. Are you sharing similar sentiments as me? And we can also kind of talk about that. And another thing I wanted to say was that I thought Andy should have kind of went for 2 earlier. I literally asked on Twitter, I was like, would you guys go for 2 here to kick the field goal? I get why he did it, but I think going for 2 definitely could have been helpful in that point. But anyways, yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm kind of just rambling on, but yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments.